This story begins with Norman and Barbara, a couple who would soon fall in love and get married in May of 1963. Shortly after, they would start a family on Egan, a street that would soon hold many memories. A short while later, Barbara went into labor. And on September the 10th, 1963, they welcomed little baby Cheryl into the world. A short 10 months later, on August 14th, 1964, baby Cindy arrived. But they didn't stop there. On a cool and sunny day, on October the 7th, 1967, Barbara gave birth to an adorable baby boy. A boy, time to celebrate. Now, the ever important task of choosing a name for this amazing little boy. They had a clever idea. We're gonna put names in a bag. So Mark, Todd, and Jason went in, and Todd was pulled out. Yay, baby Todd, welcome. The Kane family continued their happy lives on Egan Street, surrounded by great neighbors and friends. At age 5, Todd unwillingly started hockey. He cried and cried on the ice, but soon embraced it, and from that point on could not get enough of it. Todd would also start playing baseball, and Norman was a coach. They added to their family, this time a little bird named Panky. And one day, Todd came home with a little puppy in his arms, and he so wanted to keep it. Now, here again comes the ever important task of choosing a name. And since it had worked the first time, they decided to put the names in the bag again. Brownie, Cat, and Max went in, and Brownie was picked. Welcome, Brownie! Norman transformed Todd's room into a hockey haven. He even glued pucks on the wall to the envy of all his friends. This particular event happened on a hot summer evening. Now, this evening was about to get even hotter. Todd, Barbara, Norman, and Cheryl were at the park playing baseball. And back at home, Cindy was in the bathtub, not feeling great. She was sick, having a bath. In the house with Panky and Brownie, trying to feel better. Then, screeching around the corner, a man yelled at the cane saying, "Fire! Get home!" Oh no! They had to race back to Eakin Street. Now the fire was spreading towards 306 Egan, and where Cindy, Panky, and Brownie were still in the house. Luckily, a good neighbor named Margaret was there, smashed the window, grabbed Cindy, Panky, and Brownie, and rescued them to safety. Starting elementary school was not easy for Todd, nor Barbara. He cried and cried, and I'm pretty sure so did Barbara. But he soon made a lot of new friends. And one of them, Mike McCarthy, became a best bud. Life in elementary school was filled with sports, and more sports. Then, in grade 6, the big athlete turned actor. Never to have put a foot on stage, Todd got the lead as Scrooge in the play A Christmas Carol. Wow! Have thought. The performance struck such a chord with the small school, and Todd received great accolades from the staff and parents alike. Later that year, Todd was voted valedictorian of his grade. Wow, need I say more? Then came high school, where more sports than school was on his mind. That's when it's a good thing to be the teacher's pet. He continued to play hockey and enjoyed track and field as well. Enter another great friend, Mike Lessig. So Mike, and Todd were best buds all through high school. Now, with all his hockey, Todd played for mostly French coaches and with a lot of French kids. Now, with a name like Todd, it was a little difficult for them, so they called him Toad. Luckily, a friend of the family started calling Todd TK. And phew, he became TK to coaches, friends, and family alike. Todd graduated high school and got a job as a night watchman at a car dealership. He started drinking coffee as well, although he didn't really like it. He quickly moved on to his next job making rubber doors. Now, this is where his life really changed for the better. Through his friend Mike Lessig, Todd heard about this new girl in town. She came all the way from Norway. Really? Norway? Not quite sure what that is, Todd thought. But anyways, with nothing to lose, he decided to go on a blind date. Sparks flew, they fell in love, and a few months later, they moved into a basement apartment in LaSalle. Todd was now working in renovations and Toon as a nanny in Westmount. Then the following year, on June 22nd, 1991, they got married and moved to Verdun. Todd started working for Nordex and Toon at the McGill bookstore. But Toon quickly found her calling as a massage therapist. On August the 3rd, 1999, they welcomed little baby Emma to the world. 2 years later, they moved to Beaconsfield on the West Island. Life was good on the West Island, and it was about to get even better. Because on October the 26th, 2004, little baby Katie was born. They made their little house into a real home filled with lots of laughter and love. Then finally, on September the 13th, 2017, they welcomed another male into the house. Todd was so happy. Here is Calvin, now also neutered, but still another male nonetheless. Sunday, we gather back in Verdun, where all the love started 50 years ago. We go back for our family dinners. Katie, Jax, Jace, Ash, Todd, Pappy, Cindy, Nanny, Emma, Toon, and when we're lucky, Shaylin, Cheryl, Drake, Tim, and when we're really lucky, Momo, Bess, Philip, Hege, and Todd come and join us around our lovely dinner table. That was chapter 1. We can't wait to see what the second chapter brings us. Happy 50th birthday to the most incredible son, brother, husband, and father. Cheers! We love you!
Like that?
Sure, you can do the little baby inside if you want. Not that little when her belly's that big.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
Huh?
What's wrong with Nanny?
No, not. Are those eyes for being dead, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's not do that. Black balloon, Francis Cindy. That's not nice. Do you think? Looks like she's smoking a big pipe. Happy 50th birthday. Happy 50th birthday to the most